Good afternoon, Lukey3262 here from theshavingcadre.com. I'm Matt, good to meet you guys, and welcome back, the guys that keep coming back and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that, that's great. Today I'm going to be shaving with the 14th in the line of TDS shaving soaps from Belarus, from V-Tips Belarus. Today I'm shaving with the goat milk soap, and for the most part this soap is unscented. It smells kind of like milk, to be honest. I'm going to shave with this today, and my brush for today is going to be a prototype brush from it's a Chubberset 400 prototype 3D printed brush from Steve Tenter at Alpha Brush Shaving Co. And I actually really like the weight of this brush, so I just keep it around a lot. So it's got a great synthetic knot in it. So anyway, that's the soap and the brush. The aftershave today, I'm going with Gabel's Lime. Last time I shaved with Gabel's Lilac. And today I'm going to use Gabel's Lime. This is sent to me by my buddy Mike from the Lake of the Ozarks. So we're going to try that out today. I've already smelled it. It smells amazing. He also says if I mix that with Lime Sec, it's just out of this world. So I'm going to try that out. And then the balm for today is going to be Tet-A-Tet, which is a nice cooling Russian-based aftershave balm, which I don't believe that they make anymore. And my razor is a pipe razor from Geo Woestenholm. This is one that I lightly restored. Honestly, I think it needs to be repinned. It's tight and secure whenever it's open, but it's a little bit loose. It could probably be tightened up, but it's honed up and ready to go. I think I honed this maybe about a year ago. I planned on listing it and getting rid of it, but it's just been hanging out because it's a great quarter hollow razor. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the shave. Now, I've mentioned, as typical for the TDS shave soaps, I'm going to do a 35-second roughly load. It usually ranges between 35 and 40 seconds, and that's been plenty for pretty much any size brush I've been using. So I'm betting some of you guys with amazing lathering skills could probably load for less, and you would probably be just fine. Now, as for what's going on the home front for us, this morning we took it easy. Had some bacon and eggs when we got up. No rush at all. Sat down and read some of the Tolkien Two Towers, Lord of the Rings Two Towers book, and just kind of in general took it easy. And then somewhere around 11 o'clock I went out and I cut the grass and weed eated and got everything all straightened up outside. Looks awesome. So anyway, then come inside, took a shower, and now I am under orders that we are to take the 4.5-year-old out to ice cream. So that's on the docket. So I can't take too long for this shave today. And yes, I must say he's 4.5, because if I say he's 4, he'll let you know. You are in error. Yeah, really interesting, pretty much unscented scent, but I mean, it definitely smells like milk. I mean, I've never actually shaved with a goat's milk shaving soap before. To be honest, this is one of the most pleasant unscented soaps I've had on my face. I mean, half the time you shave with unscented soap, it just smells like, I don't know, it's like, yes, soapy, but it's kind of just kind of boring. This is, granted, it's unscented, but you get a little a bit of something with it, and it's not bad. Busy last half of the week for us here at the house, other than working, of course. Right now we've been digging into getting a solar panel system installed on the house. With inflation being high, energy costs being high, and with all the rebates they have right now on solar here in Missouri and throughout the country, we've been looking into it. It's kind of crazy how some companies just, they throw it at you. They tell you, it costs $60,000, $70,000 to get what you need. I have one company quote me at $100,000 to start with, and then he brought the price all the way down to $30,000, and I just like, get out of my house. But yeah, I spoke with a bunch of companies and got 2 more to come in next week. And hopefully we'll be able to make a decision soon and find the financing for that. Some of these companies, they do in-house financing. Some don't. And I'm sure we'll be fine with that, no problem. But we're kind of excited about that, because then we can knock our energy usage back from the grid and hopefully at some point really reduce our dependence on the power company. They keep raising their rates in the area. I know they just raised them, I think it was 10 to 15% where we're at right now. This just before we moved into this house. So go ahead and get started. Well, this razor is a silent whisker assassin. All right, blade's doing okay today. I can tell that the center of the blade is it's not perfect. I can feel just a hair bit of tugging, and that may have been why I never listed this thing, that it needed to be finished up. The toe and the heel are perfect though. I mean, it's going to shape fine, but it's just not right up to my typical standards where I like to see them. thought I'd get a PSA out there for you guys. I mean, like I mentioned, I was out there cutting grass and weed eating before the shave, and I was being kind of dumb and didn't put a pair of safety glasses on. And boy, did I get lucky. I was weed eating around some rocks, and somehow, not somehow, I know how, my weed eater kicked up a little rock toward me, and it shot right into my tear duct right here. I mean, right in there, and it was perfect size. It was like in there, and I had to reach up there and knock it out. It did not feel very good, and it reminded me in a hurry why I need to put on a pair of safety glasses. Now, some of you guys know I wear glasses primarily, except when I'm shaving or, you know, out on the town or whatever. But usually when I'm out there weed eating, I'm wearing a pair of glasses or safety glasses. Usually just regular glasses. And this time I was wearing my contacts, and it was not fun. Now, the funny thing is, I had pulled a spearmint plant it was all over the place in the garden. So I pulled a spearmint plant seconds before I did that, maybe 20 seconds before, and I got spearmint on my fingers. And so whenever I got that rock in my eye, the first thing I did was just stick my finger right in my eye. And of course I got some menthol right inside my eye from it, and made it a little bit more exciting, you know. But yeah, escaped unscathed. Now, the rest of the weekend, we've got plans for, we got to take the kiddo to meet up with his cousins for a photo shoot for his Nana. And then got to get over to the hardware store, buy a new hose, and maybe a ladder. I'm thinking a ladder. As mentioned before, we've got the solar folks coming to the house, and then I've got the electrician showing up on Monday to replace some GFCIs and other stuff around the house. Man, this thing's silent. I've got plans this weekend. I've got to get the buffers out to work on a few razors for some friends. I've got a black Arkansas edge that I need to produce, and a Jasper edge. Haven't quite set up my my workbench yet. Been too busy, or I guess you could say too lazy, to go buy the wood to go build it. But I need to get it done. I've been wanting to set my buffers up for some time, and got a bunch of razors that need work to them. I can't really do too much without my workbench. Plus, on top of that, I've got my my belt sander, which doesn't have a table. I've got my disc sander. I got a lot of power tools that they need a home so that we can get back to restoring razors in the evenings and weekends. So I can shave with them on the channel. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of new razors to shave with. Now, I was talking to a member recently. He was a member of the shaving cadre, that is. He was talking about, cutting his sideburns on each side. How do you cut your sideburns so that you know that you're not going to mess them up? And I think some of it comes from experience, and some of it is just having faith in yourself that you're not going to tear them up. Whenever you get up there and you're trying to get there, your hand's kind of blocking it, and you can only barely, at least for me, get a judgment on where that razor is going to go. And the only thing I can say personally is you just got to take your time. And if you're new to it and you only have a few shaves in and you don't feel comfortable, break out your DE. Practice, try getting close. And as you get closer to cutting your sideburns there, at some point you're going to start trusting yourself. And that's a lot of what shaving with straight razor is, Once you get to the point where you trust yourself and you got that muscle memory, you're going to do it fine every time. Hey, you know what? I'm well over 1,000 shaves. I don't even know how many shaves I've had with straight. And you know what? Every once in a while, I walk out of the bathroom looking like I went to the Three Stooges barbershop. So I try not to do silly stuff, but you know what? Everybody makes mistakes sometimes, but you just got to take your time and trust yourself a little bit. I know that's a great answer, but that's all I can say. I already gave myself a weeper there. Okay, so what can I say about this soap? I like it. It's probably one of the better unscenteds I've tried. It lathers great, just like the others for the most part. Though I feel like the soap's a little softer. Feels like my skin's a little softer after I use it. I mean, I'm BBS right now. I'm feeling great where I've shaved, but I don't know. It's nice. And for me, I know my wife doesn't like me coming to bed smelling like I've been out on the town, so. Be a nice late evening shaving soap if I need it. Exceptional. Now, those of you guys, I mean, I brought up the solar question earlier. Those of you guys on my channel that are watching, if you have experience with solar and you want to share anything about your experience, please, by all means, let me know. Love to hear more. Also, is there any vintage Sheffield razor love out there? What's your favorite? Is it a Geo Woestenholm? Is it a George Butler? Like I really love my Butlers. Or are you a big fan of your Wade & Butcher? Or tell me, what's your favorite? Got a little spot that my razor does not want to get right there. I'm gonna have to lather up again. Yeah, it's that center of the blade. I mentioned early in the shave that didn't seem like the bevel was right there. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of That's it. See, I just switched up to the toe and it was no biggie. But that's what'll happen, guys, if you don't have a very sharp edge. I mean, that center of the blade, I don't know how I missed that so much. You will get some weepers if you're trying to go a little too hard there. All right, so that's a shave. Let's get to the post shave. Now, I've mentioned many times, and I will always mention, please swing on by theshavingcadre.com. That is our form that we base for for our shaving videos. We are a very active forum. We've got a lot of guys that post shaving videos, including the Cutthroat Journey, known as Kirk. And then we've got Handlebarber Dave, who's very prolific poster. Finster Shaves, Scuttle Soap Shaves, Bill Lim, Nurse Dave, you know, professional shaver, Nurse Dave. And many others. But we have a lot of fun. Come swing on by our forum and check us out, please. Now, TDS. This is my 14th soap. All of them have been great. The scents, some of them are super interesting, and I've enjoyed all of them in their own way. I think for me, my very favorites so far are, I gotta say, I think the charcoal, the birch charcoal, the juicy green grass. I actually really like the lavender. There's about 5 or 6 of them that are just perfect. In my opinion, just excellent scents, great lather. I really enjoy them. And so, yeah, check them out. They're just doing great. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some Cucumber Witch Hazel from Thayer's. I actually have one more TDS product to try. The last one is their Anise shaving soap, which is right here. And I'm not a massive fan of anise, but you know, it's not a terrible scent by any means. And their version isn't bad. And I hear that from one of the other members that have already used it, I hear it has some menthol in it, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be interesting. And then I noticed that the TDS website has a mentholated, it must be a more mentholated version of the anise scent as well. So they just released that for summer. That's the only shaving soap that we don't have from them. All right, gonna go ahead and throw the Gabels lime on. Woo! Splashed a whole bunch in the hand, but we'll be all right. Oh man, for a summer scent, wow, that's great. I love it. I could bathe in that. That's great. I don't have many lime scented aftershaves, so that's awesome. I enjoy that. And Gabels has been around a long time as a barber's supply company. I think there's a couple more that I need to get. I need to get these transferred into glass bottles. I usually have them in glass. All right, and then I'm using the Tet-A-Tet Aftershave Balm. Smell like a fougere. All right, guys. That's the shave today. It's always great to have you stop by. Please like and subscribe. I keep making this content because I have people come in and make awesome content or comments and chat with me about shaving. I really enjoy that. So please comment, like, subscribe, visit my friends' channels, and stop by theshavingcadre.com. And that's it. I guess I'll shave with you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.